Hey guys! It's after Prizegiving. Here are some of our thoughts to share with you guys.
So, it's almost a week after Prizegiving, and we just like to say a big thank you to everyone out there for the messages you guys sent to us and sent to us on the day. Unfortunately, some of us don't have social media to reply to all of you guys, but we just like to say a big mahaki for the support and the word of encouragement, and just for what you guys said to us. Basically, Floyle Mahaki for all of that you guys shared with us.
Thank you for all the support from all of you guys. Sorry we haven't got it back. I don't really have social media, but thank you for always for messaging my parents and for congratulating us.
Hi guys, thank you for your guys' congratulations to us. Nothing much to say, but I guess this year was pretty long and probably a most memorable year for us because we all achieved in flying colors in school this year. I'd like to thank my older sisters for setting that bar really high up for me and Hannah to look up to and to reach up there. And I guess me and Hannah wouldn't really be up there if it wasn't for Navi Neves, how they help us and support and the mark they left on teachers and their expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to summarize everything my sisters have said, just a big Floyle Mahaki to each and every one of you that came through with your messages and for showing us your guys' love and support. We really appreciate it. Even though we didn't get to see your guys' messages, just know that our parents shared it with us. We all got to read, we all got to discuss. I guess we're just really extremely grateful for the opportunity that we got. Just like Kay said, it was a milestone and a very memorable day, as all of us all really achieved something big. Didn't really expect that. A special thank you to our brother Maka. I don't think none of us would have gotten it this far if it wasn't for him. As you guys know, that he's our dad's biggest help. So I think that if Maka didn't stay home this year, I think we would all have an equal load at tenting. We wouldn't be able to concentrate on our schoolwork that much. So with Maka staying home to help our dad, it definitely gave us a much more opportunity and chance to actually do our schoolwork.
He took off the load for most of us. We hardly went to the bush this year because my dad had help.
Speak for
and help
yourself.
from Maka. But saying we did go to the bush, but not as often as Maka did. Okay.
Is that what the loans are?
Keep promoting yourself.
I think that's it. We just want a special thanks to our parents, our other siblings, our aunties, our uncles, our nana and papa, and our grandma for their love and support. We don't want to name any of you just in case we forget you.
And also special thanks to the teachers of Niue High School for teaching me throughout our whole 7 years in high school, from year 7 all the way up to year 13.
Even to those teachers that are no longer with us in high school, we know who you are, and we are forever grateful for your guys' commitment and time that you have given up for us.
And sacrificed and gone out of your way to make sure that our work is up to the standards, and chasing us around to make sure that it's given in and that we don't leave anything behind.
I'm also happy that we have been taught to balance our life with our schoolwork and our home life and our chores. That's
Everything's equal.
Yeah, everything's equal. That's really inspiring.
So this year we noticed that we didn't put a lot of effort into our schoolwork, mainly because we had a lot of commitments outside of school, just with our dad in tenting, whatever Fasa needs help with, catering, hosting, just a lot of other community work.
And just in general.
With the 50-year celebration, we were pretty bang on. But yeah,
so we didn't put that much effort like how we used to in the
previous
years. So this year was like a cruise year for us, which was quite surprising with the results and the outcome we saw from Prizegiving. which goes to show that like you can balance out life
And school.
and school. That not what my dad always liked to say, don't be one-dimensional.
Be multi-dimensional.
Yeah, so meaning don't just like,
Focus on one thing.
yeah.
Hannah share her first year in
sorry.
high school. Your experience first year in high school.
I'm really glad for my award that I got in Prizegiving. This year has done me good since I got the trophy for sports, and then I got the scholar for year 7. Yeah, that's right.
Cut that out. I'm gonna cut that.
Cut that out.
Yeah, so
Edit.
That's what you didn't
I'm
touch.
proud of myself, and I'm really happy.
Did this challenge they had,
Yeah.
just that they didn't get the double like you did. Sports
Yeah.
and
System was
academics.
rigged at sports.
When was the last time you were pushed?
Last month.
Classic.
And tonight they had a.
Yep.
Asa, when was the last time she went tenting?
Me.
Hey,
Yesterday.
What
why
about
did you wake up to come
what
over
about you,
this
Heather?
morning? This morning.
When was the last time you had a shower?
Last night.
Oh, and you went this morning?
So,
What was Haiti this morning when you went to?
sleeping.
Oh, got me there. Thank you, guys.
I'd like to thank everybody for all the well wishes that has been sent across to our family for the girls' achievements. Not too bad. So, just want to say whakawelahi, and hopefully they'll continue on to do what they've been doing. Especially Navanive, they finished with school. This is their final one, and these two, hopefully they'll carry on and keep on keeping on. But if not,
Oh wow.
what do we normally tell you guys? If you get something, if you don't get anything,
It's a try again.
it's
Try
okay.
again.
Try again. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. And also, as a parent, I do feel bad at times when I know we're busy, and I know they're busy with the schoolwork and other stuff. But then I still have to ask them to come out and help, especially when we have a lot of tents, or we have a bigger size tents that we need 3 or more people to work on, especially apart from lifting it up, because then they have to come out. Otherwise, if it's the smaller ones, then me and Makamuli can do it ourselves. So I do feel bad at times for getting them out, especially if they're girls, and especially when it's hard, when the sun is hot. But they never gave up. They never cowered away from doing all the hard work. They're there along with me. Sometimes I used to think, man, I'm an adult, and I'm finding this hard. How are they finding it? But I've never seen them complain. Maybe they complain in their heads. Sometimes they go and complain to their mom, but like one of them mentioned before, we say, hey, that's part of life. We can't shy away from it. We just got to do it. Don't be one-dimensional in whatever you're doing, you know. Multi-dimensional. So at least if you're not good at that, you're good at this. If you can't do that, at least you can do this. And out of the work we do, like push work, I always try to encourage them. Even though if you're not going to use it through your lifetime, but if there comes a time that you need to do it or use it, you will know how to do it. And you don't need to ask around or ask anybody to teach you, because you've learned it already. And those are many of the reasons why. Yes, my girls, thank you very, very much. And like they also said, thank Bobby, because I told him from a younger age, they're lucky, because Bobby was a little bit slow in the beginning. He said they're lucky because Bobby was a little bit slow, otherwise they will never have the opportunity. I won't take them to the bush. Now they can see. Bobby now can do a lot of stuff, and he works hard, which alleviates a lot of work off these guys. So they're not going or coming with me as much like how we used to when they were younger. And maybe part of it is because they've grown older now. They've got their own minds, they want to do their own thing also. But from time to time, if I really need a hand at our bush garden, when things need to be done, the grass outside the house, yeah, we'll get I'll ask them to help. They always come through with their help. They don't have study tables in their rooms. And we have a small house, so they all share.
So
Share
we're all on
rooms,
the,
share beds.
so we're all on the kitchen table, with each on each end, and we're always fighting because someone's taking too much space with all their papers.
It started off small, me and leaving, and then
Hey
joined,
joined,
and then
Hannah
Hannah
joined, and the table just got smaller and smaller.
Yeah, so after dinner,
We do the
and
dishes.
with the dishes, and when everything's clear, they have to clear the table for their studies. And once they're finished with their studies, they have to clear everything also off the table, so we can have our kitchen table back for breakfast the next morning. Yep, because they don't have study tables in their rooms. Yeah, well, that's just part of it. Okay, any other words, girls?
No.
All right. So, I think we should have done this straight after Prizegiving, but we were hot, tired,
Yeah, it's hot.
excited, didn't really think too much. So, but here we are. Okay, thank you once again. Everybody out there, take care, and peace.
So I think everyone's had a say on their thoughts and feelings after our prize giving last Friday. I'd just like to add, I just wanted to first of all thank the girls for making me look good, for making us look good that day. They did really well. Just like any parent, I'm really happy and so very proud of all their efforts with their academic studies this year. It was very, very unexpected, especially with two of the girls, with some of the prizes they got, but sitting in the crowd that day and the realization that while they were calling out the prizes, and I started the realization of, wow, somebody's gonna get a major prize and it might be one of my kids. I was really, really happy for them, and I was really, really happy that they were able to transfer the efforts that they put into their, and it reflected with their at the prize giving on Friday. As a mother in our home, it's harped on so many times by this guy that there should be a balance, and I find that such a struggle because we have a really, really tight schedule with so many stuff. There's community, there's family, there's the business, there's their schoolwork, and there's them growing up as teenagers and human beings navigating the world as well. But we've been able to manage to participate in some sports activities this year, which I feel that there's a really, really important part of their lives as well. The younger girls look up so much to the twins, and we've always encouraged each and all of them to lean on each other for support. And I think Maka is one of the people who are key supporters in our home, and he's the one that pulls a lot of responsibilities and takes it off the girls as well. I feel sorry for them because we are a small family and they have this little time that they're pressured. They're with us. We've always taught our kids that the family comes first. We've often had to pull them out of school early, or they've gone to school late because we've had tents that we've had to put up. But for us, first and foremost, is what feeds the family. And I think that really made them think to strive and help the family, and not only the family, but it gave them those values for themselves as well. For Lihanna, it's quite funny. She's very, very naughty at home. She's a different person. She was the prizes they were calling out a prize giving. I was thinking, who is this person going up to get the prizes? Because I think one of the prizes she got was a best all-rounder, and then one of the values and attributes to get that award was good attitude, great leadership. And if you know Lihanna at home, the worst attitude, the worst leadership, fights with most of us most of the time, fights with the siblings, always picking fights with somebody, not because she's a naughty child, but because she gets bored. She thinks it's funny. She likes to rough people up. It's true. She likes to ruffle people up, and most of the time it's like, I don't know this child, but I'm so happy that when she goes out to public, and especially in school, she's a model student. So Hannah, thank you, and thank you so much for all your achievements. Continue to be a good child out in public, and thank you for testing me and making me question my faith sometimes. Just kidding.
And thank you for not giving your dad a hard time like you do your mom.
Fun fact, I've never ever heard Jay scream or shout at any of the children except Lehanna. And he shouts so much that his voice cracks. You know, the type of like really big bulging eyes, and then his voice cracks. It's a crack up. And you know what's so funny? Lehanna does not care. It's like ping. Yeah, so that's our little Hannah for you. She's a little fireball. Heimana, she's a gentle and kind spirit, that child. She's very, very totonu. She's like his side of the family. Very reserved, very quiet. And at first I thought she was very mindful and always caring about me. And then the father would come back and say, hey, you should hear what Hay said about you today. But yeah, so Hay's a bit of a late bloomer. She struggled a lot in her younger years in school, but she's managed to find her way. And with most of our kids, there's guidance, not pressure. We just let them find out what their strengths are, and then concentrate, and we help and guide and support. There's a few strengths that I don't really want to, but yeah, no. Well, I guess it's on your parents' place to support their child, and that's what I've always done, and I will continue to do. The twins, Nava and Nive, they've always had each other ever since, so they lean on each other for support. I think their energy bounces off each other, and they've been able to achieve a lot because without the other one feels like they wouldn't do it otherwise. For example, they got their swimming and diving from their father, not me. I'm so happy for that. I wish I could, but hey, but never too old, Jay. He's not a really good diving teacher for the family, but I've seen him instruct other people that he takes out. He's like, oh, nice, gentle voice, but to me, he's like, dive! What are you waiting for?
I think that is just for the video, what she's saying.
No, I'm sure people will agree. People will agree that
She'll
to
get
them,
mad
to
at
their
me.
own family,
She'll get mad at
they're
me
like
for
that.
not putting in the effort to teach her and guide her like how it did with the girls. And one time she got really, really mad, which made me laugh, which made her mad even more. Because she said, why are you mad with me? I'm doing this with my girls. You should be mad with your dad. You go and growl your dad for not taking the time to take you out diving. So don't push it on me. That's my answer.
Watch this space, guys. I'll get my daughters to teach me.
That's good.
But anyways,
as long as you're not a hazard to them.
Anyways, back to Nava and Nive. Nava and Nive have always been, they lean on each other for some of the more scarier stuff, like diving or going out to certain environments where they're not comfortable people. They're quite reserved. On camera, maybe they're a bit confident now, but you wouldn't know. In real life, they're quiet and very, very reserved, and they wouldn't participate in things if the other one is not included. So I hope that growing up and going out into the world, if they choose to, they can learn to be without the other, but still lean on each other for support. And I think they've been a really, really good example to the younger siblings. Because of them, the little ones have always wanted to to follow in their footsteps. And I'm really happy and I'm so proud. And thank you to all the people who messaged us. Oh man, I mean, who wouldn't be happy, right? I was. And what a great year for them to be achieving, because it's the new 50th celebrations. And I hope that that will be marked down as one of the historical events for the 50th celebrations of UA. And then to be parents of, yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, and I just made a teasing comment to Nivi sometime, I think, this morning. And said, hey, I think you should also mention somehow acknowledging your twin sister, because at home, now it's pretty much her right-hand man, and she makes sure that everything's running smoothly at home after her, and more so in caring for the little ones. So in some ways, I think as a parent, how I see it is like it takes off a bit of pressure from Nivi for looking out for all her other siblings. So in some ways, they kind of like help each other out in that sense. Yeah, but she just laughed it off. Yeah.
It was so funny on Friday. I wanted to take them out for a little treat, as you do when it with those kind of stuff. They did really well. We were all so happy, and then we came home. We went around to a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happens on a Friday anyway. So afterwards, we were able to finally get home and run about 2 or 3 after coming back home and being So we came back and we're all really hungry. And I was thinking, oh, maybe we should be treating them to something. But no, everybody just wanted to have fuame and misi and purupovi. So we had
leftover
from the night
before.
So it was such a humble meal. Yeah, it was such a humble meal. We had breadfruit and coconut cream.
I think she suggested that we go out and said, well,
we came home, opened the fridge, got breadfruit out and coconut cream, and we had it with corned beef and onions from the plantation. Yeah, so it felt pretty good. But one thing that I always make sure for my children is like every Sunday is like first and always thank the Lord for all the blessings. So I made sure that we were able to go to church like we do every Sunday. And now hopefully we've instilled those values into them and provided a foundation that will be able to guide them as they grow older and as they find their feet and find out who they are, what they like, and hopefully they'll be an extension of us parents, their families, and be great human beings out there in the world and to each other. But I don't ever want to forget that Maka is now in the University of Life on the Rock. He's his right-hand man. And because Maka's at home this year after he turned 16 in July, he's taken on the role of being his right-hand man. They go to the bush more. They do a lot more that allows us some little free time to not be as always running after the clock, always tired, always doing something. But for me, when people ask me, oh, what's the secret? I always say, happy, healthy, and loved on children, and you'll be fine. You'll be alright.
Yeah, we always try to encourage the kids come Prizegiving Day. Said if you get a prize, very good. If you don't get a prize, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. But just be happy for others. Don't cry. Don't be sad. Just take it. Take it on the chin. That's how it is. That's what we always try to tell our kids every Prizegiving since they were small. And we can tell sometimes, especially in the younger years, that they do get sad when they didn't get a prize at all. But we just encourage them, no, just keep going. Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, so
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, especially to our families who's been there from the start and always watching out for us, watching out for the kids. Thank you. And hopefully all these good things will continue on.
Yeah, and it's not just our family here in New Zealand. We have a
Are we in New
huge
Zealand?
not just our family here, not just our family here anyway, but we have a huge network of families in New Zealand, in Australia, in Hawaii, and all over the world that are always checking up on the kids and making sure they're okay, and their uncles who send stuff. Thank you so much. We really, as parents, we really appreciate it, and we always make sure that they know the value of love and the true value of giving and receiving as well, to always be grateful no matter what. So, kawelahi for all the well wishes, and thank you for joining us on our journey and being part of it. Another thing also I'd like to add, through all the years, we don't really, this is a part of our life we keep private. And I think that if you go back on social media platforms, you'll kind of see that we don't really put these kind of things up on social media. Well, I don't know, it's just, I don't know why, but we don't really post it. But I feel like just for the memories, and because we do this as journaling, digital journaling and storytelling for our children and our families, and then we want you guys to celebrate with us. You've been with us on the journey, you've seen our life, and we want you to be part of the excitement and the joyful moments, and this
And the
truly
success.
yeah, and the success, and this truly has been one of them. Whakawailahi o tulo.
Okay, and just in case if you're interested in watching the full program of the prize giving, just rock on over to Facebook.
No, just kidding.
I'll try and put the link somewhere on the screen if I can. But the whole program, it's you just go on to Rock Steady New Way. Look that up on Facebook. I'll just put the details here somewhere, hopefully. So you can go and you can see the whole program on the day. And you can actually see also like the actual prizes the kids got. And not only our kids, but a lot of other kids on the island that got prizes also. So kudos to everybody. And until next time, guys.